All right, hello, my name's Megan and I'm an extension agronomist from Herbert Cane Productivity Services working on the Project Catalyst Grower Support Program. Today we're here with John Russo and we're going to talk about Modus application in sugarcane, which is a sugarcane ripener. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been farming for?
I'm John Russo, been in Navagari farming 67 years, been here all my life farming up here, a third generation cane farmer.
So John, when did you start applying Modus and using it as a product to help you gain profits?
We've been using it for 5 years straight and off and on for another couple of years before that.
Yeah, okay. And you said to me earlier that you have a bit of a different approach with Modus than probably the normal. You like to target your lower flat country?
We target our river flat country, which is low and gets flooded very early every year. The sugar is a side thing. The idea is to make sugar so we can cut it first or second round, so the cane gets up and away, so Christmas floods do not worry it.
So John, is there any issues with applying the Modus sort of thing that you think other growers might need to know about?
If the crop is a poor crop, you should not use it. You've got to, depends on the size of the plane they're going to use, whoever's going to spray. If the plane's a 100-acre plane, basically most farmers can't afford to use that plane, so you've got to get in with a few mates and share the cost of the plane. It is very expensive, so you've got to use it wisely.
But at the end of the day, you feel that it's worth applying to your earlier crops?
Yep. It brings us up. First couple of rounds, we're mill average, where before we used to be 2 or 3 units down.
Last year, I heard last season you tried spraying it in later ratoons. How did that work for you?
Actually, it never worked. The rats, we sprayed it right, did all that right, but the rats got in and basically destroyed the crop, so it was a failure. Not to say we're going to stop doing it. If it's a wet year, we will do it because it will suppress the suckers and keep our sugar up.
There's a bit of data to support that perhaps the Modus application helps the ratooning crop. Did you see that in yours or not so much?
It doesn't make it any worse. I've heard stories up here that you get poor returns. I don't know if it makes it any better, but definitely doesn't make it any worse.
How do you manage the timing of application to harvesting, and do you find that something that's a bit difficult to tweak?
We have no problems with the first round because basically we know the week that the mill's going to start. Yeah, we've never had problems first rounds. Second round is all right, but after that it starts getting a bit harder, especially if it's a wetter year and stuff like that there.
Okay, excellent. So what varieties would you target with Modus applications?
We do basically every variety we got on the river flats. We do 208, which you don't get a great response, but it keeps the suckers down. Everything that we grow on the river flats we do, even though they've got figures to show that some varieties don't perform as good as others.
Yeah, okay. So that river flat country yours, that'd be really good growing country?
Super rich, yeah. Super rich, super low, and floods every year.
Yeah, and that then has that effect on your CCS.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you should consider as a grower who's wanting to apply Modus?
Make sure the crop is of a good size, because if it's poor, it's too expensive to spray. That's about it, I think.
So do you have much issues with flowering varieties and things up here?
If it's a variety that's flowered when you're ready to spray, not worth doing.
Yeah, okay.
And the problem is up here, very few varieties flower on the river flats.
Yeah, right. They just keep growing,
They just
so they
keep
don't
growing,
actually
yeah.
flower. Yeah, okay. So that you don't really have that problem
No.
up here in the district. Yeah.
But
Right.
all the science has shown if it's flowered,
Yeah.
don't do it.
All right. Excellent. Well, thanks very much.